Recording has started. All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to
Malibu.
today's edition of Get Good at This. And I
Yes, sir.
believe we will learn from the one we started. This is we
Malibu.
started with an insight of what we are going to be doing. And last class, I think we did a lot of this, how we can try to the basic knowledge of learners that we need to interact with Git, most especially the Git bash and create a lot of stuff, a lot of using the Git command that we have. So that's what we discussed last time. But today we'll be reviewing that particular thing that we did. Those one that we skip, we try to use them. And I think I was like, if I was not, let's say I'm not having the problem I'm having right now. I think that I'm not having that problem. My plan before is to take us through the interface of GitHub rather, to show us every task, what they mean, how we can use them, and um, how we can use them to make our life easier. Like I can remember when I started learning Git and GitHub, I never started learning
Wow.
Git. I started with GitHub, so I do everything using the GitHub interface. Okay, if I want to commit my code, I use the GitHub interface. I want to everything I want to do, I use GitHub interface. So my plan before is to show us how to use that. But then for the fact that we started with this, I will be taking us through that what is it, through the last class, and again moving a step ahead and see how we can combine the two and boom, we get work done. So I'll be sharing my screen right now. Let me share the whole interface. Share the okay. I believe you can see my screen.
We can't see your screen, no.
Okay, cool. So
I can't see your screen, sir.
I can
Abi.
worry about it now. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
So opening my Git bash. I believe you can see my Git bash. Yeah? So from that class we learn about various bash commands. We talk about the cd command, which means change directory, which we use to move from one directory to the other, like from a directory to one another. When I say directory, I mean a folder. So the command to move from a folder to another. Okay, let's assume when I have a folder. Let's assume I create a folder here, a directory called Taiwo. I just created a folder. Let me use medium icon. Okay, like this folder now that I created just now. If I want to open it, I will have to click it twice. Like do this. Okay. So now to do that on Git bash, I need to use this command, the command, change directory. So if I want to go to things like the home, like the home of my system, the root of my system, I'll just type cd and it will take me to the home. If I like, sometimes I mean add this character to it to take me to the home. But using cd and using only this one, what the same way. Okay, you can just run cd and you'll be taken to the home. Then from the home, you can start to migrate from one to the other. So the other command that we talked about last class was ls. Means is everything that is inside that folder that you are in. We talked about touch. Touch is just a recap. I have to use like 1 or 2 minutes on that. create a file. Want to create a file like app.js, anything.py. I want to assume you guys can hear me. So just touch it and the name of the file is the extension. Okay. I didn't touch my network, so I have to be checking back every time. Okay. Alright. So this is to create a file. That's touch file. We've seen CD command, we've seen CD, we've seen ls, and we've seen touch. So we'll talk about those uh, three commands in the first place. And we also talk about git command, which is used to show the difference between, you want to show the difference between two files. I have file A and file B. But there's a little difference between file A and file B. So I want to compare, I want to know that, okay, what is that difference? We use difference, and I say it last time that, okay, this is the concept that we use in branching and pull request log. Okay, to compare your branch with the master branch and your branch with the main branch and all of that. So we use this concept basically. That's this command, which is AIFL, the different command. Okay, so I want to remember the last command we talked about because I can remember six. I think there are six here. We talked about six different commands, and I've mentioned ls, cd, us. We talked about if, and which one again do we talk about? I think we talked about that to read to the file. If you want to read the content of the file, we talked about echo. No, those are not in the slide, but basically we use all of this. So that's what we talked about the llama command. Then we move ahead to the before I proceed, let me confirm if you can hear me. Type into the chat if you can hear me clearly. If there's no question, can you hear me clearly? Come on. So nobody can hear me.
I
What's
can
going
hear
on?
you.
Okay.
Oh, we can hear you, but
Ah,
it's not clear. I don't know.
it's not clear.
Yeah, it's not clear. I don't know the reason why, sure.
Wala, wow.
La big wala.
So, let's just continue that way. Let's just keep managing it. I just do a
Okay, no
recap
problem.
and talk about what we did not talk about. So we go ahead and talk about Git. We talk about Git init. Git init, the flag that as in the command that comes with Git is like this like init command. The init command is to create a local repository for us. Okay. We know that for people to access our work or for us to work, for instance, we need to create like a folder to put all our work inside. Okay, so that folder we refer to it in the context of Git and GitHub, a repository that contains everything that we want to put inside. So for us to have a trackable folder, or yeah, let me put it that way. To have a trackable folder, we need to initialize Git. Initializing Git will now be the one to be tracking that project that we are working on, or the folder that we are creating that we are working on that time. Let's say, let's assume I go to the desktop, see anything like desktop here. This one is telling me that there's nothing like desktop. Let me clear this right away. Yes, then I can go up. uh, So I have download, I have February. Let me just see this to my download. Go to my download. Okay. Inside my download, make a directory called C32. Okay, inside that, I want to initialize git inside it. I can say git3, git3. Okay, so for this folder to be trackable, what I just created, I need to initialize git inside it. So I will just say git init. And what this one will do is just to be able to track that folder, everything I do inside that folder will be tracking by git. That's all. Notice that you cannot see anything here. Immediately you initialize git, you will see something here, either main or master. So all the thing that you see here will now depend on what you choose while installing git. Okay, so if I push this one, I'm saying master in my own because I install this particular one, and during the installation I choose master. You'll be asked, most especially if you are just installing Git for the first time, if you have to, do you want to choose main or master, or you want Git to just pick anyone that it works for you. So you can set it from that place, and again, there's a way of setting it from our Git config, and that's not our concern today. I just want to click Git config and do the configuration there. So that's all for today. Okay, then that means this Git3 stuff is trackable now. I can run anything Git inside. I can take Git status and see what's going on inside. Because I don't have anything inside, it said on branch master, no commit yet, and all of that. So if I go ahead and create a file inside this, I can say touch latifat plus py. Alright, so if I take this status now, I can say the status are still from we are having, though we are having no commit, yes, but now we have an on track file. Yeah, we are having an on track file. Okay, let me explain. You guys can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. So we are having an on track file. So that on track file means okay, we've not committed yet. I'll go. I'll go. Okay, cool. So from there, I can go ahead and say, okay, I want to add this particular thing that I just created, the file I just created. I want to add it. Like, how can I explain it? I can just say, okay, git add for me what I just created. Or if I've created many things, I will just use dot to add everything I've created, like everything that I just created. Like let's assume I created Latifa, I created Walilai, and I created Mohammed. So I can just use dot to add all of them at the same time. But then if I just want to add only one to the stage, like I want to stage it. Okay, because this add what it does is it moves it from my local machine to the Git repository created. Like I don't know how to explain it better, but the fact is okay. When you initialize a Git, a kind of folder will be created dot Git folder, and in that folder, what it does is okay, it will be tracking your folder, general folder. Immediately you add this, like you do this add like this, it will take it from your local machine to that Git. Even if you lose your everything on your local machine, it will still be inside the Git before you can put it to GitHub. Okay, so I think it's a good complaint, but then you can try to get it. So I can add everything by using dot, but I can still add one out of them by using the name of that file alone. And I'm good like this. If I do this and I run this sequence again, you see the status will be changed. Okay, now the file that is on track before is not being tracked. If I scroll up a bit, this on track file that was showing red. Now immediately I run this add, I got changes in it, and changes have been committed to the stage. So if I want to unstage it, like I want to remove it from the group, this is the command to do that. But now we are not interested in that. Okay. So now this new file has been tracked by Git. If I go ahead and delete it from my system now, it's still be inside the Git. Okay. But then it's not yet on GitHub. If you understand that concept very well. Okay. You can just call me anytime if you want to ask me any question so that it will be interactive as well. Then you added it to the stage file. So now you need to pick it from that stage, from the git folder you added it to the final stage on your stage. Like okay, from where GitHub can take it from. right now GitHub cannot track this particular one. You now need to take it from where it is to where GitHub can take it. Okay, so you do that by using git commit. Then use that M flag. This that M flag is compulsory for now. Just assume it's compulsory. And it's time for message. Then you need to add your message. Then say, okay, last recap as my message. Last recap. Bah, then you push your enter the normal way. Um, oh, okay.
Okay, listen.
So now somebody is talking.
No, never mind. Don't mind.
Okay. So now from here, GitHub can take it from here directly from us. GitHub can do it and take it from here. With it's being tracked like it's on Git right now though. But then this is the stage at which GitHub can take it up from there and do the magic to put it on the internet for us. You should be very well assured that right now it's not yet on the internet. You cannot access it on the internet until we push it to GitHub. Okay. But now GitHub can take it from here. That's the part we should know from here. Then there's another command that we did not talk about last week, and that is gitlog. Gitlog will tell you the like an history of what really happened. History, yeah, just call it history of what happened. That's all. That's what gitlog will tell you. So the gitlog is telling you that okay, you made a commit, and this is the idea of the commit, and it was committed directly to the master branch, to the head of the master branch. Like you don't have any other branch, you don't have any other thing else. That's the only thing that you have. Okay, you all know the head. And this is the author that did that. This is the name of the finish that did it. Okay, this is his email address. And he did it on Sunday, June 19th. And this is the time he did it, this is the year, and this is the time zone. The guy added this commit message that okay, last class to pass. So when you do git log, you get what we call the history of what you did. Let's assume I created another file because JavaScript. Now if I run this tutor, you see one will be track, another one will be on track. Like this Mohammed is not track now. Okay, then I want to add it. This add Mohammed. Okay, I want to commit it. This commit that and added Mohammed JavaScript developer. Added here there. Okay. Now if I run git log now, you see all the history. Like now you are seeing more than one. You see the first commit we made that was done on 1708. Okay, this is the second one that we made rather. That was done on 1708, and this is the first one that was done on 1705. You get that? So basically, what I want this GitLab did was just to give us a kind of an history of what really happened. You may not use it essentially. If you are not an open source maintainer, but then you need to be aware of it because when we get to GitHub, I will show us how it's coming handy together. Okay, that's that. We've added it, and what we need next is to push this particular guide to GitHub. And what we did was, okay, we go to GitHub, our browser, and go to GitHub, github.com. Right? So this is our GitHub. Then we go ahead and create a, what's it called? A repository. This is a one way of creating it. Okay, so this one way of creating it, you click this button. I want to assume everybody can see that button. This particular guy, you click it. Or you come here and click on new repository. So those are the ways of it, at which you can do that. And the way I want to do it is by clicking this new, are you click? Then I will give it a name. So if you belong to a lot of organizations, you have to click here and tell GitHub that okay, this is the organization I want to create a repository for. People like me that doesn't have work, you can see, I like all these are the organization I belong to on GitHub that I work for their repository. So but then this particular one I want to create it for myself. I don't want to create it for any organization. Then I can name it class with tab. I just give it any name that I use, or I call it classifier request. I can add description, who is to describe, who is for last class, okay, or anything, you can put it there. Don't mind me, I don't know how to type. Okay, then if you want to make it private, you don't want anybody to see it except the people that you had, you can make it private. You can add the management file. But for now, I will advise that you should not do any other thing other than making it public. Then go ahead and create it. Ooh, I added the license. Okay, that's nice then. Then after that, I need to now connect both the Git and the GitHub together. Do you get that? I need to connect the Git and GitHub together. All I need is just to copy this guy. You can copy it from there and you can type it out. I will type it out so that we'll be able to know you can get conversant with it. So I will try my best to type it out and see how all those things work. But then there's something we need to get right. Okay, now notice this guy. This is master. But if you look at my repository here, it is main. It is what? It is main. This is come down here. This main. So it is main. But then here it is master. We need to cater for this and look for a way of making it go together. Okay. So what I need to do first is probably change the branch. And to change the branch is either you get out from the branch or you just type branch. Okay, like here, we just told you that if you type branch, yeah, it's the same thing as saying what you check out. That shows there are some differences, but then just take the one for now. Okay. Then I want to change my distance to main. Like I want to move from master to main. So after immediately I push enter, this thing will change from master, this particular guy. We change from master to main. That's the sure thing that I will know. Now you can see it has changed to main. Okay, then I can go ahead and add my git remote. I can add my like like we all know what remote means, like internet, connect it to internet. Okay, that's what I want to do. So I can say git add remote. What I'm not a good typing, so I may be typing right now. Just be calling me back. Then I can paste the code. I think I copy wrong thing. So this is what I want to copy. If it's not working, let me copy it this way. Copy, then I can say this add origin was origin, then the URL. Okay, I can click enter. No, I'm not talking like this. So this add origin remote. No, no, I'm not a big person. I always don't mind me, let me just copy it. Ah, this remote. Oh, I push add before remote. Don't mind me. So just notice this. You don't need to even memorize anything. Just copy paste it. You are good. Nobody wants to know how you do it. So you connected it like it's connected now. What you need now is just push it to GitHub and everything will be done here. So what you need to do that is just say this week dash you origin name. So pushing this, you just take everything to GitHub and and me refreshing my GitHub, I will have everything on GitHub. Like now it's not yet there, but immediately I refresh this page, I should have it. Like this is classified created just now, 10 minutes ago. We did not add anything inside, and this is the moment we created 7 minutes ago. So I think with that, that's all what we did. We did a bit of skill research. So I can create another one and say, first, let's say I want to add document something to, um, let's say I echo, let's say we just echo Walila wants to learn, Walila wants to learn JavaScript. Okay, so I can just echo this inside what? Inside the magnet AWS. Then if I push this status now, uh, you see that we modified Mohammed.js, but it's not yet tracked. What I need to do is just say git add Mohammed.js. This commit. You can see I'm repeating what we've done before. Like we've done the like you can say Wali line request. Okay, then I can just say instead of adding the repository and all of that, the connecting, you don't need that. What you need to do now because it's connected already. What you need to do now is just say git push and everything will be pushed. Just say git add git commit git push. That's what you need. Once you've connected it once, you don't need to be reactivating connecting again. You get that back. Then git push, you push that to GitHub, and if you open up, let me refresh this guy. And if I open my net.js, you can see this is my commit message. I can see what I write inside that. Okay, Salil, I want to learn JS. And this is my commit message, Walil I request. If I click this, I can get, okay, this is what I get if I run git log. When you run git log, this is what you get. This is exactly what you get. Unless the difference thing is you will not get the code path, but then you will get the commit ID. This is the commit ID. You get the commit message, hmm, and I think this is the commit message that we had this guy. Vanilla request. Okay, then basically that's what GitLab does and what you can all even do it from what from the GitHub page, like GitHub directly. Then we talk about how to make pull requests by clicking this pull request and create new pull request. Then when you make a pull request, the owner of the repository can go ahead and match the pull request for you. But then before you can make pull request on any project or you can work on that project, you are it is advisable that you go ahead and clone that repository before it first. Okay, let me just open a kind of let me go to this book of graduation 2022. So now for me to work on this repository, I need to pause it first. Can you see my cursor? This pause. I don't know. I don't have a drawing. I will have drawn on it. I do stop. Then you pause it. When you pause it, then you will be able to copy the link to do the git clone. Let's assume I want to pause it. I will remove it after this. Now I want to pause it. I click on the pause. Then all what I need to do is just to take create pause. And it will pause it for me. I will have everything. And it will change to my name, class details. Then I can come here and say, okay, copy this link, come to my terminal and say git clone. Then push the code here, the code I will copy, and then hit enter. And it will clone everything for me, like everything that is in that repository that I'm cloning. It will clone everything, and I will have everything on my local system. And I can start working on it. Immediately I'm done with it, push it back to GitHub. Then after pushing it, I can make pull request from GitHub. I will have to cancel this. I don't have this that this guy can wait for me. So I think that's all it for us, and we can all see that. So let me just go ahead and remove this setting, setting. I'm rounding up though, so I want to show you how to just remove this. Um, do something like delete this for me. I don't want it to again. Copy paste this guy, then delete. That's how to delete repository, whether fork repository or the repository you created yourself. So I want to stop from here for now. If you have any questions, let's take them right now. I'm tired, like I'm having a serious headache. I just struggle to come up today and talk to you. If anybody have any other things to say, any questions, I'll be right there to take our questions.
Hello. So I think I have one question, and my question is that I don't seem to understand the major difference between the Git touch and Git add. I don't know if you can
Sorry,
elaborate more on that.
this was
Git touch. Is it not touch and Git add? The difference between the two.
okay. Is there anything like this? Okay. So what we did, why I explain using the first is basic command like basic this command like okay. For instance, now I get touch on what's it online or itself. It is used to create a file. Let's assume I want to create a file. I just want to create a file. Let me try to share the screen again. Yeah, entire screen. Yes. Yeah. This. It's like is it up? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So let me just go to my desk first. Go to this again. Okay, now I created this file folder, and I want to create a file inside it. All I need here is just to right click on it and come to create a new. Then say okay, I want to create a text folder. I can say okay, just create lascode.txt. So this is lascode.txt file. But then from my GitHub, why? Because I'm on Linux environment, and Linux environment are used for server, and on server environment because there's no interface to click. That's why in basic computer language or computer science language, we say that okay, we have different way of interacting with computer. We have the graphical user interface, and we have the what do you call it, the command line interface. Though we have others like link to table, we have like form type and all of that. But the most common one are the graphical user interface and command line interface. So the command line interface are the one using for servers and the one we are using for Git right now. There's nothing like what we can click and do whatever we want to do, right? But then we can do all what we are doing here, like what we did here, we can do it on what on command line too on our Git back. So I can just copy this guy and go to my Git back again, then try to clear away this uh, entire page so that we can have a clean page. Okay, then I can see the directly to why copy. Let me see if this works. Okay, nothing comes down. Then I can just see the okay. Let me try the paste. Okay, I can say instead I can do let me just do that. Okay, this is don't mind this. Okay. So let me go to desktop. I think I want to what I was trying to do is just to explain the difference between touch and add. So to not disturb myself much more, If I want to create that particular file I created using interface, I can say touch.csv. What this one will do is just create a file for me. It has nothing to do with Git. You just create what a file. But then I've created a file. I want it to be trackable by Git. I want Git to work on it and take it from my local repository, my local system to Git so that GitHub can take control. I don't know. That's it may be a bit confusing, but as we try to move on with it, we try to get it better. So after I've created a file, I can just keep tracking it with Git by using git add with the name of the file or use dot to add everything. So that's the simple way I can explain that. Does that make sense
Okay.
to us too?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I grab.
Hope I not get you confused or more like the what you know before. And hope there's nothing like that.
No,
Sha.
no,
Um.
not really. Not really.
So
Thank you.
okay. Any other question? So what I want to show us right now is how what we do in this. We want to do it only on GitHub. Okay, we want to do it only on GitHub. And let me just take the next 5 minutes to do that. If I go off within that 5 minutes, that's all. For today, I'm very sorry about that. But then if I'm still alive, we go together. Okay, so let me share my screen again. I can just run a tab here. Let me share this guy. Okay, cool. So I can go to home. Uh, let's assume we created that particular the particular repository we want to create. Like we created it, like the way we do this now. We created a repository. We call it what do we even call it? Class recap. Where's directory? I can just let me just type it. Class. Okay, this guy. I can come to it and I want to create a file the way we did on Git. What I need to do is come to add file, click on create new file, then let's say don't mind me if I not spell your name correctly. Dot Java. That's what I want to create right now. So I can add anything I want to add immediately. I've created it like I have added the name. I can say hello Java, hello Java from Latifa. Bunch of then I can go down. I can add my commit message here. Commit message will be here. What like can say added Java folder, Java file rather. You can describe anything as much as possible. But now we are not describing anything. We just create on commit new file and boom, we are done with everything that we did using our CLI. You get that? Then you can do whatever you want to do from here. I think that looks very simple to us, but so that's what we do using this. We just did everything on GitHub right away. Okay, so that's the one way of going about it. So this is the commit message I added Java.5. But then for us to be good in what's it called? Software engineering, writing code and all of that, you have to know how to use Git very well. Okay, so that's what I want to show us for that. There are a lot to show, but for now, let me stop here. If you have any question around that one, I can take the question right now. Any question?
There is no question from this end.
There's no question. Okay. So let's talk about making pull requests. The reason I'm taking it down that way is because I'm not stable here. I can go off anytime. Okay. So that's why I'm just trying to do it now. So let's give us pull requests. So pull request is okay. Because my repository. You work on it, and now you want to tell me that I've worked on your repository. Now check the changes I made. For instance, in the beginning, VS Code that we are using was made with red color, but right now it is blue color. Everything is just three code and VS Code is blue. But then in the beginning it was red. Okay, it was a lady that said, "Oh, I don't like red." Then we got the repository, then work on it, change every color, then make a pull request to the original repository, and they say, "Wow, this color looks cool than red that we are using," and they accept it, and we started using it. So how to make that pull request is what we want to do next, and we do that on GitHub. So I'll be going back to GitHub to the where I left. Yes, okay, cool. So let's say somebody come here to work on this guy, on this repository we created, this class representative or class picker. Somebody just came here to work on it. What the person going to do, the person need to first the repository, first is having it work. You can show it to the local repository to work on it, but then you can work on it on this particular page. So now let's assume I want to work on it by adding a file from my local repository, local system, but I want to put it inside a folder. So what I will do is this one look good and look rubbish, but then I will have to show us. I want to put it inside a folder called Rashid. To create a folder from GitHub, you have to write the name and then put forward slash. I just create a folder. I can just say okay, rash.md or anything I want to add there inside that folder. So I just added this will be the file and this will be the folder. Okay, then I can go ahead and commit it directly. Commit it, adding anything I want to created a folder. Okay, then that's my commit message. I can commit if you want to create a branch on a fly, you can do it here. You can do that on Git directly. So we talk about that next class when I get better than I have now. Then let's say you work on them on your local system, but you want to put them to you can click on upload. Then from upload you can drag them down here. You can click here to add it from your local system. Then this the file you created the other time. Then if you upload it for us, then you can add your commit message there, added as anything you want to put, you want to create a brand, you create it. We talk about brands next time very well. I promise us. Branches, other interfaces here, we talk about them very well. Inshallah, next class. Now you can see this is a folder. When I open the folder, I will now see this is the file I first created that time I was trying to create the folder. Then I also created this is the file I uploaded. You get that? Now, what I want to show you is pull request. I want to make a pull request. I can just click on pull request. If it is the normal way, it's supposed to give me like an alert to create the pull request directly. But if I do not get that, there's not a file in clicking on pull request. Click on new. Then it tell me that I'm on the same branch. What did I want to compare? There's nothing I can compare. So for me to make a pull request, I have to create another branch for me to compare two branches. So I can come here to create my branch, compare as field, then click on create slash field branch. Then if you create that branch, inside that branch, I want to edit a file. Let me just edit the MD file. Click on MD, then click on edit this pencil button. Click it, then add anything you want to add. Hierarchy, get version, a bunch of exclamation mark, anything else you want to add. I want to add my commit message, mission as field. Yeah, I can go ahead and say commit directly to the shift branch. Okay. Then from there, I'll be able to get like a notification to make a pull request. make a pull request to the main branch. Okay. So you can see I get a notification. I can just okay, just go ahead and compare and make a pull request. I can write everything that says reaching a local man. You can add anything. You can add screenshots here. You can format everything. I can add a link. Like I want to add a link to Google. I can say Google and say because this Markdown. We talked about it later. Markdown and we've, we've used it before, but I'd like to introduce us more to it as we move ahead. Hopefully, if I didn't get to this way as I am today, so I can preview what I did. You can see this is an H1 that I created, and this is the link I created, and this is what generated that. So all I need is just create key request, and boom, a key request will be created. So because I'm the only one working on it, I can go ahead and review that pull request for margin. I can review it. I can assign it to a friend to review it for me. Okay. So Mohammed is not on this repository yet. So everybody that are on this repository, I can add them to review this thing for me. I can assign them, and I can add reviewer directly from here. So you can add the reviewer, the person that can review that code for you. Okay. So immediately we started working on it. We are more than one on this repo. I can easily add people to this to review other people's work and tell them that okay, their work is okay. And if they are everything is good, you can merge it and everything will be on okay, thank God it has not matched. So now if I check out my main branch, you see that if I check my main branch and go to Rashid, go to my Rash.md, you see that this guy is empty. It's empty right now. But if I go ahead and match the few requests I'm having, somebody is telling me that he's having few requests. If I come here, match that few requests, this is the few requests that they are making. If I match the few requests, immediately I will inside inside that part. He said I should confirm it, I confirm it, match it for me, it is correct. I only have one branch, Rashid branch, and the thing that was in the Rashid branch before will have gone. You can see I only have this branch, and if I go to the, you can see that commit message and go here. Well,
Sorry, sorry.
so go to Rashid.md, then you can see that we will have what we added to that file and voila. All what we can do from our gig, back, our gig, we did it from what's it called? What's it called? From GitHub directly, and we make few requests and they can match it for us, and that's how it works. And I don't know if there is a question there, but then you can try to explore and learn. My plan before is to explain every task here, how they work, how they can help us, and everything that comes under it. Okay, but then I don't have the time today. So let's just continue this question and answer for now. If you have any other question, I'll be here to take it right now. Okay, nice. Is there any question? If there's no question, we are stopping here. Ah, I wanted
No
to ask you,
question.
I was going to call.